All right, as I'm live. Good morning. We got a guest joining shortly, but just getting set up here. Let me open up the live chat and see what everybody's doing. Hey, there we go. I've got so many windows open. Hopefully you can hear me. Claudia will be joining shortly, and she just messaged me. I'll send. All right. And how's everybody doing? Don't trust the internet today. It is April 1st. I am going to be like an idiot the entire day because, I believe everything that I see on the internet. You should not, especially not today. All right, let's see. I am frozen. Why am I frozen? My bit rate is higher than the recommended. Well, you're just gonna have to deal with it. Let's see. While you guys do that, I was just checking in on the best city to see how that was going. There we go. Let's see. All right, looks like we're back. Hey, how's it going? I'm good, how are you doing? I see you in the chat. I am Puskarot. Thanks. Might have some things to give away today, so stick around. Just trying to get Claudia up into the stream. How are you? Where are you in the world? All right, let's open this up. I've got surprises. I'm full of surprises, and I have a surprise today. Let me get that ready. What's going on, chat? Good to hear from you. Let's see. Hopefully you can hear the music. And all right, let's see. I'm just logging into stuff, opening up, getting ready. I've got games. We've got games. Did you guys hear about this story that Finland, this is not an April Fool's joke, no joke, that Finland is giving away a free trip to show you how to be happy in their country. You literally have until today. Hey Red, what's going on? Good to see you. Just getting set up, waiting for Claudia to join. Yeah, you can win a free trip to Finland. I should post that link. Give me a second, I'll post it there. But yeah, you can win. All expenses paid, flights, everything. So let's see. Checking the. All right. There we go. I am Bootyman. Is that you, Bootyman? Not the Bootyman. Hold on, let me let Claudia in here. Hold on 1 second. Let's see. Hello. Let me adjust.
Let's see.
Can you see me now?
I can see you. I can see you. Yes.
I'm ready. I've got games.
Oh, I can
We've
hear
got
myself
games.
too. Creepy.
Did you guys hear about this story that Finland, this is not April Fool's joke, no joke, that Finland is giving away a free trip
Oh,
to show you how to be happy in their country. You literally have
wait. Are you
until
listening to me now? Over there?
today. Hey
Or
Red, what's going on? Good to see you. Just getting set up, waiting for Claudia to join. Yeah, you can win a free trip to Finland. I should post that link.
let's
Give me a
see.
second. I'll post it there.
Are you delayed on YouTube? Yeah, we are delayed.
you
So
can
if you
win
can turn the volume down
all
on your
expenses
side, that
paid,
would be
flights, everything.
fantastic. Let me adjust the window here.
So let's see.
Yeah, so if you turn the volume down on your side, that would be great.
There you go. I am Bootyman. Is that you, Bootyman? Not the Bootyman.
PDF.
Hold on, let me let Claudia in here. Hold on 1 second.
I am
Let's see.
at the same time. Yeah, if you can turn the volume down on your side, that would be good.
Let's see.
Can you see me now?
I can see you. I can see you. Yes. I'm ready. I've got games. Oh, I can hear myself too. Creepy.
So Claudia, do you have the volume on your side, or am I hearing myself?
This is not April Fool's joke. No joke.
I just closed the YouTube channel because I was following there.
Yeah, you can follow there if you want to see the chat, but just keep the volume off, I think. I think because I could hear myself, yeah.
Let me do that. Wait a sec. Because that was fun. I was like, oh, what is he talking about?
What's going on? While you do that, I'm gonna get the surprise we have for you ready.
Find the perfect one.
Sorry.
Budiman, is that you? I'm looking at the chat. Budiman, if it's you, if it's the Budiman, yeah, we should have a call, for sure. I don't know if you know Budiman, but he's just one of the greatest drivers in India. He does Derek's tours, but he's just kind of one of the most awesome. I think we're good now. Let me find this window. I'm looking everywhere on the screen, so if my eyes are reading the chat and everything. I think we're good now, though. I can see you. You can see me.
Yes, I can see the chat.
Yeah.
If I click on the side, yay!
Sweet. And let me, you know what? I'm gonna do one more thing and then post it on Facebook and then the Twitter, and then we're good.
Okay.
So let me do that. It's always like this whenever I do these. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna do this, this, and this, and I'm a mess. I'm a mess.
It's still too early
Too
for you.
It's not too bad. Normally I get up early, but this morning, like I was like, oh, I'll sleep in a little bit, and I did the thing where I turned off the alarm magically.
Yeah, and you don't know when you've done it.
Yeah, it's scary. And oh, so the picture that you sent, thank you. I already grabbed the picture of you for the thumbnail.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, sorry. Did you like that picture? I mean, you're on a pizza,
Yeah.
which I think is kind of.
I like
thought
it.
that was good.
What's a pizza? What's with the pizza?
Well, so look, I was stirring up controversy last week about food. We were talking about the world's best cuisine, and Italian food was #1 on this list.
Yeah.
And I was taking shots, you know. I was creating controversy. I said, first two things I think go against Italian food. Look, this is my argument, okay? Number one, you don't really eat breakfast there, right? Is this true?
Completely not true.
Espresso is not breakfast.
We don't have espresso for breakfast. That's a myth.
Is it? Are you
Yes.
sure?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know. All right. Okay.
Traditionally, we do not have a salty breakfast, like a savory breakfast, like in many other countries. But we do have breakfast. I don't think I know anybody who doesn't have breakfast. It may be quicker than in most places. Actually, you haven't read my post about having breakfast in Italy. That's what you need to do.
All right. Fine. That's what I'll do. When I was in the north, like the very far away, like the weird north part of Italy, there was a lot of espresso drinking.
There's a lot of weird north.
Like
What-
everybody was. Well, let me.
Gotcha.
I was in Milan and I was in Florence, and people were drinking espresso in the morning. Yeah.
We do drink espresso, but that's not, we don't call that breakfast.
Okay, so
Yes.
what's like your typical breakfast? Let's see.
It varies like 100% from family to family, from person to person. So my breakfast will usually be a cup of coffee, obviously, but not espresso. And then I have fruits, and then I have some like nuts. It can be hazelnuts, it can be cashew nuts, almonds, and then I have some yogurt and cereal. But sometimes I have some like toast with jam and then also yogurt and fruits. Fruit is always there. Sometimes I make high protein pancakes. My sister makes that quite often. Sometimes I have a toasted ham and cheese sandwich. Every now and then I have eggs. Sometimes when I go out, I have lactose-free cappuccino and cornetto. It can be cornetto or a croissant. They're different things. Croissant is the French version and cornetto is the Italian version. But yeah, we do have breakfast. I never go out without having breakfast
Okay,
ever.
fine. I'm glad you cleared that up because I was saying if you don't have breakfast, that's one out of the main meals of the day. So therefore, if you don't have breakfast, and oh my God, what did I do? I cut my face off. Okay, there we go. If you don't have breakfast, then you're automatically just missing one of the meals,
Yes, and what was the second reason, the second argument you would not like, uh, like that made you think Italian food is not the best in the world? Because I'm gonna break that as
All right,
well.
okay. Spices. Spices.
No, that varies. We use herbs, not spices so much. It varies a lot between different regions, because Italian food is not only just regional, it's actually very, very local. So, for example, if you go to some places in Sardinia where they make this traditional pasta, which we call culurgiones, one village will have their version and the other village will have their version. And then, so for example, with the culurgiones, my favorite ones are from this village called Seui. And if you listen to my friend, he will tell you, no way, the best ones are from Arzana and so on and so forth. And then even every family has their own version of different food. And some regions traditionally have more spice than others. So for example, the food in I think in Liguria and in Calabria, these two regions is very spicy. They use a lot of chili peppers, like spicy, that kind of spice. Lazio uses a lot of black pepper. It varies, it depends. But to us, because our food is already so full of flavor, we feel that the spice most of the time actually covers the flavor of the food. You know how in some countries they really overdo it, and they can tell me that what I'm eating is beef or cauliflower, and I will know the difference. Maybe I know the difference from the texture, but because the only thing I can taste is spice. Sorry, I'm right, and you know it.
Well, Well, okay. I still think, I still think Turkish food has the argument for the best. Because
Sorry, no. Oh, you know, I'm going to Turkey in 2 weeks, so and it's actually not my first time, but I'll come back to you on that. My favorite, let's take Italian food out of the picture because, you know, obviously, not only is Italian the best food in the world, but I'm obviously biased towards it. You know, if not Italian, I think I really do like Vietnamese food and Thai food. I like the food in Peru a lot, and in general, all the Middle Eastern flavors. You know, the hummus, the baba ganoush, the moussaka. I like all of that. Um, so these are great. So can we put Turkish food in this big sort of umbrella of food? No?
yeah,
No. Okay.
okay. I think you're fair. I'm gonna pull up the list. I think Thai food, yeah, for sure. Thai food has to be very high on the list. These idiots put it at like 30 or something, which was like crazy
Who
to
are
me.
these idiots?
Something Atlas. I'm gonna find it now and then put it on the screen so you can see it. Atlas something. Oh, thank
Uh,
you.
uh,
Taste
you know, they,
Atlas.
they write posts about the best beaches in the world, and we all know the best beaches in the world are in Sardinia, and they don't mention the beaches in Sardinia, you know.
Yeah, I think it's just clickbait. Let me see if I can
Of course
show
it
you
is.
this. I'm gonna see if I can show you this and then make sure that everybody else watching can see this too. Da, da, da.
Oh, Taste Atlas. Oh,
Yeah.
and the second one is Greek cuisine. I do like Greek cuisine, but Greek cuisine is also very much a mix of all sorts of flavors from all sorts of places.
Well, and Greek cuisine to me is like a subset of Turkish food. Everything you find in Greek, let me put it on the screen for people watching who listen to us argue about food. Everything you find in Greek food, you can find in Turkish food. But it's not the
Oh,
opposite.
no, there are some other dishes that you don't have. Like, do you have macaronia me kima or
Uh,
pasticcio?
I don't know. What are those? Let's see. I'm sure we do.
So macaronia me kima is like a simple version of tagliatelle al ragù. It's it's like a very simple version of our own, at least to me, it's a very simple version of tagliatelle al ragù. You can say that there is a bit of an Italian influence. Pasticcio is pasticcio is sort of like a baked pasta dish where they put the meat sauce, where they put the bechamel sauce, the pasta. They use this special pasta that I don't know what the name is, and then they have the Gouda cheese. I think it's Gouda cheese or some. No, Gouda is not Greek. It's a Greek cheese, kefalotiri maybe. I may be wrong. And then they bake it in the oven, and it's actually really, really, really good. You know, it's like a southern Italian dish with the spicy flavor, like slightly spiced flavor of Greece. It's really, really good.
Uh, I'm pretty sure we have it. I mean, just because look, we conquered them for 600 years. Like, I mean, yeah,
I know what a Greek would say.
yeah. They would not be happy about that 600 years. And look, it probably wasn't a very nice time for them, but we did take a lot of their food. That's what I would say.
Oh, so
That's,
you took their food. So if we go by your argument, their food is similar to yours because you took their food.
well, look, okay,
And
historically, the Ottomans would take, the sultans would take food from all over the empire and bring it to Istanbul and mix it to make all of these new dishes. They wanted to create, because they felt like we didn't have our own cuisine. They wanted to incorporate this food and be as civilized as the Europeans, and that's what happened. So, but yeah, so we have all the Greek food. Hi, Dave. By the way, I see you in the chat. Um, yeah, like Turkish food is like very underrated. I think people think it's just kebabs, which is like a very only comes from one region in Turkey. But that's the thing that
I will tell you more about that in a month when I come back. I think you recommended a bunch of restaurants and we're trying a few of them. So I'm actually very keen on those. I can't wait, actually. I'm hungry.
yeah, yeah. No, it's good. I mean, there's so much good food in Turkey. Like the cuisine of the north is my favorite. It's very different. It's very a lot of very I don't know how to describe it, but a lot of seafood. It's very, very different. And the food in the northeast is totally different. But there's just stuff that people want kebabs. Like when they come to Turkey, they like the foreigners want that. So that's what
Well, when they
people
come
make.
to Italy, they want pizza. So,
Yeah.
that's what they think we have. So,
So I have some surprises for you.
okay.
And we're gonna challenge you now.
Me
Yes.
specifically?
Well,
Okay.
I'm gonna challenge ourselves. So I'm
Okay.
I'm not I'm not immune to the challenge. So let me try to pull this up.
Okay.
Let me see what's going on here. I see a lot of people lurking, not a lot of people chatting, but that's fine. Let me pull. All right. I gotta hide this. I don't want to see that. Okay. All right. Do we need music, chat? Should we put in music or let's just go like this? Okay. I'm going to share this with you. You should be able to see that. Let me see what.
Fasten your thinking caps. It's trivia time.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So let me now pull that on the screen. I have to say, the way live streaming works is so much of a pain.
I
Like,
can
there's no easy way to do it.
I can see.
Yeah, I have to like pull that up, and then I have to like pull us up on the screen. It's kind of a. Here, let's put that. Do that. Oh, but where the heck are we? Where are
I
we
can
on?
see us.
We will disappear soon.
Okay.
So I'm trying to find. Yeah. Kind of. Oh my God! I can't find us. I can't find us on the screen. Like I know we're here. Oh, there we are. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay. Yeah. Sorry, everybody. I'm an idiot. I'm like boomering hardcore because this is
I
just.
have no idea what you're trying to do.
I'm trying to get us both on the screen,
Okay.
but I don't. Oh, okay. Here we go. I got it. There we go. There we go. No.
So like from here, it looks like you're just moving around the.
Yeah, I'm trying to find where we are on the screen. There we go. I think I got it now. All right. It's weird. So like when you share a screen on Zoom, it gets really like, I don't know, it just becomes very difficult. So for you to be able to see it is one thing.
I can see it. I can see where we are, but I don't know.
All right. So I had, hold on, guys. I had people come up with, oh, you know what? I'm going to add one more thing. I'm going to add one more thing. Sorry. So did we agree that Turkish food is better than Greek food, or are we still?
I will come back to you on that after my trip, you know.
Well, I did recommend some pretty good Ottoman restaurants, which I think, again, underrated.
Yes. I will try. I will let you know once I'm back and
Okay.
see.
All right. One last thing. I'm normally more organized, he says. Kind of, sort of, sort of.
Well, I really have no idea what you're doing. I mean, all I can see is that you're moving the cursor like, boop, 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 boop,
I know it's
like
weird, yeah, because you can't see. I'm like trying to get the music on here so that they can hear what the music. I don't think you would be able to hear it, but okay, there we go. Okay, so what I had my little team here do was come up with a trivia for both of us. Okay.
Okay.
So there's going to be a little bit of something about Italian food and Sardinia. There's going to be a
Okay.
little bit about Turkish stuff.
Okay.
And then there's going to be two surprise categories.
Okay.
And hey, Vasant, I haven't seen you in a while. Organized in real life, organized in digital life. Yeah, that's true. I'm not. Look, I'm very organized, guys. I get confused. There's a lot of stuff going on my screen. Okay. Yeah,
You should take a photo of the screen and post it.
that's a
Maybe
good idea.
later.
Yeah,
Maybe on your Instagram.
that's a good idea. I have so many windows open. I don't even know where to look.
Uh-huh.
Um, so I want to see if the chat can beat us. If I can beat you, you can beat me. Anyway.
So when we see the question pop up, do we just have to answer?
No, we can debate it a little bit. We
Okay.
can discuss it. Some of these
Okay.
I have not seen these, so I don't know what they have prepared.
Okay. Good.
Um, so I just told
I
them
want to win.
I think there's about 20 questions, and I said, look, I want, 5 or so about Italian stuff, food maybe, 5 or so about Turkish stuff, which kind of balances it out. And then I said, there are 2 other categories, which are special categories, which I'm not going to tell you what they're about, but
But you know.
they're specific for you, yes.
Okay. Let's see.
So let's go to the first one. They said this was not the draft, so hopefully, oh man, really? Oh, we're gonna scroll. There we go.
Italian
Que-
food questions.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're gonna let me give me 1 second again. We're gonna get started with Italian food questions. Think. Oh my gosh, how do I get? All right, are you prepared? Are you scared?
No, I'm winning this.
Hey Vasant, yeah, it's been a long time. Yeah, I've been good. Thanks for asking. Thanks for asking, chat. It has been a while. I have not done many live streams ever. But it's kind of fun. All right, first one. What is the main ingredient in traditional pesto sauce?
Seriously? I mean, challenge me a little.
Okay,
Basil.
basil. Okay, all right. I was gonna guess. I did not know. I didn't know it was called basil. I knew it was something green.
Oh
I
my
mean,
God.
like.
Lord, I'm walking out.
All right. We'll give. All right. Let's do the next one.
Okay.
Basil. Okay, that was an
No.
easy one. You know what? I'm gonna keep score here. You get one. I didn't keep score last time, so. All right, you get one. Well, we'll give the chat some time to see if they want to jump in. Oh, well, this is a long one. What the heck?
Which Italian dish, first popular among Naples' working class in the 18th and early 19th century as an affordable meal with simple toppings, has since become a beloved worldwide favorite? Hot.
I
Seriously?
okay. I think I know this one.
Pizza?
Oh,
I said
yeah.
it first. Sorry, it's mine.
Oh, are we doing a competition, like for a speed competition? All right, can do
Okay, were
that.
we not?
Oh no, yeah, I was just seeing if
But you did know this, right?
people could guess. Yeah, this one I did know. Yeah,
Okay,
this
good.
one was easy. I'm hoping they get more difficult. Next one we'll see. We'll give the chat some time. Let's see if they can guess it.
Okay.
Pizza. Okay. All right.
It's pizza. Pizza.
Pizza.
Yes.
Pizza.
Yes.
Let's see. What is the? Oh, come on, guys. These are too easy. What is the Italian term for ice cream?
I'll shut up.
Yeah, this is so like.
Check the chat. See if they know.
Someone wrote. Vasant wrote taco. No, dude, are you? It's April Fools. All right, I'm gonna take that as April Fools. It's not taco. Yeah, taco. This is very easy, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, gelato, right?
Yes.
Like, yeah, that I give that to both of us because I mean.
Do they know I'm Italian? Because maybe they didn't realize.
So, yeah, well, look, I the trivia. Here's a funny thing is, when they're coming up with the trivia, I don't know what's happening, so I have two people kind of reviewing to make sure, we know it's hard enough and stuff. So they must have thought, they must have been trying to help me out. I don't know. Maybe they thought I don't know anything. Look, I've been to Italy a couple of times, more than a few times. It's just been a long time. But these are so easy that I know them.
They are very easy.
All right, let's go to the next one. What is the Italian term for to the tooth? Oh, guys.
You do know this one, right?
Yes. Al dente. I did not know that meant to the tooth, though.
It means that has a bite.
Okay.
Al dente is the literal translation, but it means that it has a bite, like the texture. Yes.
Okay, that makes sense, though. I guess if it's, yeah.
Yeah, it's a literal translation and it works.
Okay, it's pretty easy. Yeah, al
Okay.
dente.
No, it's not al dente.
It's dente, yes.
It's spelled.
Quality control at foXnoMad.com as well. Also, those of you who helped prepare this,
You're fired.
You did good. You did good. It's just, I know it was short notice that you guys got this one. I think I'm just making excuses. At this point, this is like two students competing in a GK quiz to prove who knows the most. Look, this is serious trivia stuff, guys. Okay.
I mean.
Yeah. All right. What is the name of the rolled stuffed pasta that resembles pillows and contains a mixture of meat, cheese, or vegetable? Hold on one second.
I think I know, but rolled stuffed pasta, small pillows. Cannelloni?
Stuffed pillows.
The vegetables? The vegetables?
Well, here's the thing: is the questions have been really easy so far. So I'm gonna guess this is something very common, like a ravioli, maybe, like something like that.
But ravioli that don't really have meat. Maybe tortellini? But contains a mixture of meat because they're stuffed, cheese or vegetables. You're probably right, ravioli.
That's what I'm thinking. I never thought of it like pillows, but that's kind of cute.
Me neither. But no, but they are square pillows, like, the ones you put on the couch.
Yeah. Now I think about it, the little, which, by the way, Turkey also has many different types of ravioli. We call it, like you call it, different types.
Okay.
Yeah, mantı. You have to eat mantı in Turkey.
How you're gonna have to write the name for me?
How
you spell it?
manti, and probably, well, Istanbul you'll find all of.
Manti.
Yeah, everywhere you'll find it in Istanbul. A good place to get that was gonna be like, probably Konya would have good mantı, Cappadocia, that area. You'll find it good there.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, but you make sure you tell them not without garlic. If you don't like garlic.
If it's okay. If it's a little bit, it's okay. So guys, for those of you who are listening, we do not actually eat copious amounts of garlic here in Italy.
Again, that maybe a positive, maybe a negative for number one food, like.
Come on, it makes you like it comes back, it gives you bad breath, it makes your skin, hair, clothes, and everything and everyone smell. So no, no, it's a no. It's likely amount to just give the little flavor, but no, we don't eat it.
Mm.
I don't know anyone who eats it. I mean, very few people I know that actually have it and are not bothered, but most of us, the vast majority of Italians, are bothered by garlic.
Mm. Interesting. I did not know that about the anti-garlic stance of the Italians. I,
We're not anti-garlic, we are anti-eating it as a main ingredient, you know.
okay.
You know, it's different. So we use it to infuse things, but we don't just eat it directly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, in the manta you have like yogurt with garlic, which is very common in Turkey, mixing yogurt with garlic,
Yes,
like
I know.
blending it, and then you'll have like slightly burned butter on top with
So
tomato.
basically, so basically you want to kill me because I'm lactose intolerant too.
I know, but it's so good. Hey, look,
Oh,
there is a vegan version. I can give you
oh,
all the vegan restaurants in Istanbul. I know it, pretty much all of them.
okay, cool. Please,
Yeah,
please send.
there's such a good one. Oh my God. Anyway, there's a really, really good one. It was so close to my apartment. So good. I missed that place. Like, hungry. All
Let's
right.
see if it's ravioli.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I give
Ravioli.
that to you. I think you get that one.
No, I said cannelloni first. My first answer was cannelloni, but I had reservations. I wasn't really. You know what? I'll give you a secret. I'll tell you a secret. I'm not the biggest fan of stuffed pasta.
Hmm.
So I do like pasta with a meat sauce, pasta with a vegetable sauce, pasta with whatever sauce. But I do when the stuffed pasta. It's very seldom that I actually pick a stuffed pasta. That's why it didn't come to mind.
And for those of you watching, there's a lot of different types of food in Italy and especially in Sardinia that are not stuffed pasta that you can find all over your website.
Yes.
Um, and also, well, this is a good time to talk about the guides. We can take a slight pause here.
After the challenge, because I'm into it.
Okay, all right. Let's go. I think. Oh, Turkish
Turkish
food.
food question. So this I'll fail so miserably, but give me some time.
Yeah, let's see how you do. Let's see how this one goes. What is the
What
name
is
of
it?
the, and now I feel like, honestly, I feel like this is starting out pretty more difficult for somebody who doesn't like who doesn't know. I mean,
I mean, they have them. I know which ones they are, and I know the flavor because they have them in Israel too, and I've
yeah,
eaten them there, but I don't know the name.
yeah. So basically, the question is, what is the name of the popular Turkish sesame covered bread ring? It's like a Turkish bagel, I guess, is the closest thing to do it. It has molasses on it. That's what keeps the sesames there. That's what gives it the flavor, and it has a kind of yellow coloring on the inside slightly, and that's from molasses. Fun fact, when you see those, it's still kind of done in neighborhoods, but not as much anymore. But like back, when I was a kid and teenager, there would be, well, let me give you the name of it. It is, this one I know, it's simit.
Oh, I think that's I think they call it the same in Israel actually.
Yeah,
I
could
think
be.
it is. I think I know. I think I knew, and I love it. It's really good. In Israel, they eat it with hummus.
Yeah.
It's one of the things they eat it with.
In
Israel,
Turkey,
Palestine.
yeah, in Turkey you have it for breakfast with cheese and olives and honey and all those kind of like the classic
Good,
stuff. Yeah.
good.
Yep, a lot of people don't like it. Like a lot of foreigners don't like it. It's 50-50. I think people either love it
Really?
or they don't.
Oh, the one, I've had it a bunch of times, not in Turkey, in other places, and I've always liked it.
Yeah, it's one of my favorites. I love it. Like that would be like I would go to the gym and after the gym I will always get a smoothie, which is probably not healthy at all, but I don't care. I
Oh,
was
you
just,
need carbs. You
It's
need
just
carbs.
carbs.
There is this myth that especially goes along in some countries that you don't need carbs for functioning. I mean, it's like telling a car that it doesn't need, well, now electricity, but or gas. I mean, it has to have it. You have to have it. You need carbs to
Yeah.
function.
All right. Thank you. Yeah. That then I feel better about it. But I love, so like in the neighborhoods back in the day, they don't really do it anymore. I don't really see it. But so there are these ovens where the bake, I guess like a bakery, but not really, where they make like all this smit at like, I don't know, 4 or 5 in the morning. So they start early, and in the
I can
morning
imagine it now.
it's
Yeah.
amazing. And what they do there is they sell it. They used to at least sell it for cheap, like to like the local people who were gonna sell it on the street. So
Oh,
if they
okay.
sell it for 1 lira, they would sell it for 50 cents or something like that. And then those guys go and resell it. And usually it's people who, have don't have a lot of money. That they go around and they sell it, and they'll put it like on top of their, well, I'm backwards on the screen, on their head, like on this board. And they would have it like all stacked up. And
I think
they,
I've seen it in places. Maybe not Istanbul, but I've seen it maybe in they have something. They do it similarly in Egypt, I think.
yes, with a different kind of bread. I've seen it there too.
Yes.
And they balance it
Yes.
on their head, and
Yes.
they go around and they yell simitçi, which is the smit person. And if you want some, you just call them, and most people in Turkey live in apartments, so you would just lower your basket on a string, which everybody still does. You would tell them, you'd put your money in there, and you'd say like 5 or 10, and then you'd pull it up, and you'd have your breakfast. This was like very common back in the day,
Nice. Nice.
and
I
now
need
it's, yeah, it's not as common. Like, actually, I saw a report. There was a guy selling this other drink, which you'll probably find it's more popular now. It's a winter drink, um, but they used to sell that on the street as well. And there's one guy who's left. BBC did a documentary about him. There's like one guy left doing it on the street because, yeah, it's just that people are more busy. They're not at home. They're going out and working and stuff. So. And I sold these Smith for one day, my cousin and I. I really wanted to do it. So now we go there, we're not one of the regular kids that do it. And like I said, most of the people who sell Smith, they're doing it out of necessity, right? So, but we were like teenagers, and I just was like, yeah, it was so much fun to do it. And then so I got to go to the bakery at like 5 in the morning. We had like this metal tray, which of course I couldn't balance on my head, so we were just carrying it as a tray. Like we bought like, I don't know, a bunch of them, and just yelling Smith on the street in the neighborhoods and stuff. And my grandmother was so embarrassed. She was so embarrassed that she had to, like, by the time we got to like where she was, she bought like half of it, like as much as she was like, we got to get you off the street. This is absolutely ridiculous. So she bought all of them from us. Because nobody would buy it from us because they were like, who are, like, you don't look like a guy who would sell that. Also, like, I mean, there's people who deserve that money and not you idiots. But
Oh, yeah, well.
so I had a career of one day as a smitcha.
Switch.
Uh, all right,
Okay.
that was a pretty easy one. Let's see.
For you?
Well, for me, what type of traditional Turkish grill is used to? Wow, I have to say, just the level of difficulty has
And also the
increased.
name of the dish prepared this way, shish, the shish kebab.
Okay, I
Is that
think I think that's a really good guess. Yeah, mangal.
mangal?
Oh,
No, sorry. Never heard of this word.
mangal is so okay. So mangal is the grill. Shish is the type of kebab, which is when it's on the stick, where they kind of squeeze it on the stick like that. That's
Okay.
shish.
Oh,
So
okay.
shish kebab is basically just the type.
And
But
what's the difference between shish and doner kebab?
so okay, so shish is like a ground meat that they like put around the stick. They have to like put around the stick.
Okay.
Döner means literally means spinning. So
Oh,
back in the day, like before the 1960s, they still do it, but the spit would be like sideways and it would roll like horizontally. And then
okay.
a German Turk, an immigrant to Germany from Turkey, did something where he noticed that the German people were very busy and running around a lot. And so he said, let me make it into a sandwich. So he moved this spit like this to this and started slicing it like this, putting it in a
That,
sandwich with sauce.
and that is the donor.
Yep.
That's what I like. That's the one I like. I prefer that to the shish. And and also they have a similar thing in Mexico. They call it al pastor.
Yes. Yeah.
I love that.
And so the difference between the Greek version and the Turkish version is Greeks will use ground meat for the spit, where
Okay.
in Turkey, the real way to do it, you'll find it with ground meat in like touristy places because it's cheaper. They'll put steak on steak on steak, 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 steak.
That's what I
Yeah.
thought. That's what I thought. And that's for the doner kebab, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want
And we don't put a lot of sauce or any sauce at all. Like in Germany, they will like it will be like a soup in the sandwich, but we don't really do that.
yeah.
Yeah.
No. Okay. So how do you call this?
Mang
Mabel?
uh
Mangel. Mangal.
mangal. Yeah.
Almost. Okay.
Yeah, that these are harder than the Italian questions, I have to
My
say.
God. I think it's because more people know about Italian food than they know about Turkish food.
Yeah.
It's
It
sorry, which goes back to the main argument we had at the very beginning. What's the best food in the world? Ah, all right.
All right, good point, good point. Which coastal city in Turkey is famous for spicy Adana kebab made from minced lamb or beef? Hmm.
Ayvalık? Coastal? Is Ayvalık even coastal? Uh,
Yeah, okay, I'll give you a hint. I think this is a slightly trick question.
Adana?
Yeah, that's my guess too, because like Adana is, I mean, kebab comes from Adana, so and
Okay,
it's on the coast.
so it
So,
would be Adana.
yeah, it was a trick question. Yeah, nice one. Thanks, Moad, who came up with the questions, part of the questions. Thank you. That was good. All right. What is the name of the traditional Turkish tea served in tulip-shaped glasses? If
I
you don't,
love those. I love those glasses. My sister brought a set home from her first trip to Istanbul.
Mhm.
I have no idea what the tea is called. No idea.
When you go, you will for sure know the answer to this. I'll give you another hint. It's what they call tea in a lot of countries.
Chai?
Yes,
Ah, okay.
chai. Yeah.
Chai. Yeah.
And I think that the word comes from a province in China. That's why they call it chai. I'm pretty sure that's why it's chai in India and chai in Pakistan and chai in Iran and basically everywhere along the way.
And then tea is just a deviation of the word chai.
It has to, like, I don't know where tea came from.
I
Tea.
think it is a deviation, probably the Brits when they made it to India, they couldn't say chai or they couldn't, and they said tea.
Tea.
Maybe. You know what's so funny when I lived in the US, how people would go to, the classic cafe, and it was starting to become way more popular to have Indian chai,
Hmm.
and they would say, "Can I have a chai tea?" And then all the Indians would be like, "Chai means tea, so you
Tea.
basically say tea tea."
Tea, tea. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like rice pilaf. Like in Turkish and a lot of countries, pilaf means rice. So it's
Okay.
just rice, rice. Okay.
Yes.
Uh, but in Turkey, you can go to Starbucks and get a chai tea. They will give you that.
Here, I don't think any place, I don't think anybody has it. Maybe some other places in Italy outside Sardinia, but um, we have a few Indian restaurants in Cagliari where I live, can I say I don't visit them at all? Like never. Um, so I don't even know if chai is on offer. Probably it is.
Yeah, in Turkey, people love Starbucks. Like they love like that goes from a long history of just loving Western stuff.
That
So
is about the one thing that hasn't become popular here in Italy, where anything that is coming from America is fashionable. You know, at some point, everyone. So they opened McDonald's and they opened Burger King and stuff like that. And you know, when I hear people saying, "Oh, McDonald's is so good," I'm like, seriously? You think it's good? Have you ever had an actual real burger? And we do have lots of um, gourmet burger places that use, you know, Sardinian ingredients and, you know, locally sourced and stuff. And they would still go to McDonald's. And I think it's more because it's from North America than anything else. But Starbucks never made it here.
yeah, Starbucks popular. All the coffee like Costa, all those like
We have
because
none of those.
because
We have,
mostly we didn't never like filter coffee is not something that Turkish people drink. I mean that we drink Turkish coffee would be the typical, but filter coffee and that's kind of like a new thing.
whereas in Italy, people will typically go out and they would have mostly espresso,
Yeah.
which is, and then filter coffee is unheard of.
Yeah, it's a different. Yeah, it's just water with more water
I
on the
like
coffee.
it. I like it.
I like because you can drink it over a longer time.
Exactly. Which sweet pastry made of? Ah, come on, this I know. I don't even
Layers
have to read until the end.
layers of phyllo dough with chopped nuts sweetened with honey or syrup
Oh my
is a
God, that's
popular dessert in Turkish cuisine.
so looking forward to having this.
I believe I have given you a recommendation for the best. Like
Yes,
literally like the best place in yeah.
baklava.
Yeah. There we
Yeah,
go.
so good. Like,
I see you guys in the chat. Yeah, baklava is also big argument in the Lebanese, the Greeks, us, Egyptians, Syrians.
they have a lot of it in, you can find it in Israel, Palestine, basically all the places where the Ottoman went. It's so good though, so
Yeah.
good.
I honestly think so many of those foods, like the Lebanese have a really good case for that. Like I think a lot of those, their cuisine is really, really like a
It
lot of the
is.
foods came from there.
Okay, give me the next question.
All right, so we told you had something specific for you.
Did you tell them? Did you tell them I'm a cat lady?
Yeah, I told you that I said let's do something let's specific for Claudia, and this is the surprise for
Oh,
you. I have no idea what's
okay.
gonna come up. I know you have a time crunch here, so we're gonna go quickly through these.
Yeah, but yeah, I can say like 20 more minutes or so. Which wild cat is the fastest land animal? Cheetah!
Yes.
Oh, did I ever, have I ever mentioned about the time where we saw two cheetahs hunt an impala?
No. And safari?
Yes, we were in South Africa, and I was there with my sister, and we went on this morning game drive. That's how they're called. And you know, the it was actually quite slow that morning, so we left really early, and we spent a lot of time looking for elephants, and then we couldn't really see much. And then our ranger, he got a message from another ranger that if we wanted to see them, they had, you know, and they speak code, they know the area so well. So he got word that there were two cheetah brothers sitting on a mount, just looking, just resting. And so you know how cheetahs love, because they don't really climb trees, or maybe they do, but I don't think they do actually. But anyways, they sit on mounts and just sleep and look out, and they're day hunters. They're not night hunters, so there usually is a good chance that you see cheetahs hunting versus other animals that hunt at night. Anyway, so we were waiting, we were looking at them, and then a few minutes after we arrived to the sighting, we were the only car, and I think there were maybe four or six of us in the car, and they start looking in the distance, like obviously there was something in the background that we were not seeing. So we take binoculars out and we start to see, and we see this lone impala it was very lonely. It was nobody else, no other impalas in the area. And he was going back and forth in circle, like he was obviously lost. And then it became clear that the two cheetahs were gonna have a go. And so the ranger said, well, this is the time where we just wait and see. Whatever I do from now on, if I move, is going to put one of the two at an advantage, and I don't want to do that. So we stood and waited, and I think we waited for like 20 minutes as the cheetah went closer and closer and closer, and it was very slow. They move very slow, very low in the grass. So at some point we thought we lost them, and then when they are about 20 meters from when they were 20 meters from the impala, they literally jumped out and they went like, doo, doo. And then they took him like this, and the animal dies suffocated, but it's very quick, and it's not nearly as gruesome as you may think. And I remember my sister, she was sitting next to me, and she started crying like, oh my God, and then she's like, ah, no. She was like a psychopath. And then obviously because it was over, so we went closer to see them, what they were doing. And basically they started eating, and I have so many photos of these two cheetahs with their face covered in blood, and they take turns in eating. So one of them is eating and the other one is keeping watch so that nobody comes for the prey, because there's also hyenas that love, and hyenas are mean. So it was quick. It was not nearly as gruesome and as cruel as you may think. It's just nature, but it was amazing.
Yeah, that's, I mean, I don't know how common that is, but it seems like you were super lucky that day. I mean, to see a kid.
We were very lucky. We were very lucky. It was great, especially because the morning was being a bit slow, and then when we walked back to the lodge, everybody was like, "You heroes," and we're like, "Yeah," like we hunted, you know.
We helped the cheetah. We're like,
Because
look over there, guys. Look.
because obviously the word goes around that a car, a jeep spotted this hunting scene, and it's one of the highlights, and we were super lucky.
Well, if you ever have a bad day, you should just go on YouTube and Google like cheetah purring, because they don't really purr, but they make like a squeak. Like it
Oh,
doesn't. It doesn't.
oh, yeah, no, we heard them too, on a same reserve, actually, same place. There was a mama cheetah, and they really chirp. They go like,
Yeah, it's so cute.
yeah,
Like,
right. All right, I'm
let's.
ready for the next. What is the Guinness World Record for the oldest cat ever recorded?
Ooh.
I want to say recorded 31, but I think there's older.
Wow. Okay, so you heard
Yeah.
of this. I'm gonna guess. I know a couple of cats. I've had a cat that lived to like 20. So
Okay.
our family cat. So I'm gonna guess probably like 20. What? There is a dog that has lived 30 years. So I'll go. You say 31. I'll say 29. I'll say
Right.
29. Whoa,
What?
38 years.
Oh, baby. Oh, wow.
In 1996. Look at that. It's so cute.
So he must have been like in human years, he must have been 150 something.
Yeah. It must have been all
Wow.
the cream puffs. Like he or she looks kind of like was like to eat.
What?
He's so chubby.
Yeah,
W-
she's a bit big. Or
Wow.
he.
Wow. All right. What's the
What do you think?
average lifespan of an indoor domestic cat?
Oh,
That's
13.
14? Yeah.
Well, so the oldest one we had died um, a year ago. Um, well, slightly less than a year ago. Yeah, and he was 19 and a half,
Yeah.
my mom's cat. So average maybe 17.
Yeah, I'll go 15. I'll take it low. But I think, yeah, it's like 15, 20 years, something like that.
Okay.
12 to
Well,
15. Okay.
no, that's not true. They're eternal. They're immortal.
All right. What is the largest species of big cat in the world? This one is one I know a lot of people get wrong because of propaganda from the other species. Like, there's
Uh,
cat propaganda.
could it be it's either the tiger or the lion, I want to say. Unless
Yeah.
there's a hidden cat species that I don't know of,
It is one of those two. It is
then
one
the
of those two.
tiger. Then I want to say the
Yeah.
tiger.
Yeah. It's something that a lot of people get wrong. Okay,
Siberian
Siberian
tiger.
tiger. Yeah,
Wow.
tigers are a lot bigger than lions. Like surprisingly, they're much bigger. You,
Yeah. And lions are like they're massive, huh?
yeah, and I think like the tigers can be like 40% bigger or something.
Well,
Yeah, but yeah, the lion propaganda is very strong. Like they're
which
just,
breed of cat is known for its lack of tail?
oh,
Bobtail?
yeah, I don't know.
Manx.
Manx.
Oh, cutie, look at that with no tail.
Thank you, Maud, for the images. I love it. That's great. That's a great
Yeah.
addition. Look at that.
Yeah.
Manx. Huh.
Was this the last question? No, general
General
questions.
questions.
Ah, okay, bring it on. Let's see.
All right. Who is the famous author of Romeo and Juliet? I'm gonna guess we both know this. Right?
Yes.
Like Shakespeare. Okay.
Thank you, though.
That is easy. What gas is the most abundant in Earth's atmosphere?
Um,
This one I'm pretty sure I know, I think.
hold on. Um, mm, carbon something. I don't know the English.
Carbon dioxide can be
Anidride carbonica in Italian, but it's either that or oxygen. So let's see.
nitrogen. Yeah, this one I knew. Yeah.
Oh,
Most of what we
heat.
breathe is nitrogen.
Wow, I had no idea. Okay.
So when you get your car, like a lot of car manufacturers now, when you buy a car or when you take it in for service, they charge you if you want nitrogen in the tire, which is like a special service, which doesn't make any sense because the air is already like 80% nitrogen. It's just a way for them to make more money. It doesn't change anything.
Okay.
So,
Which is the
smallest
smallest
planet in
no,
our solar system.
Neptune?
No, I'm gonna go with. Well, it's. I
Venus.
think it's Mercury. I think it's Mercury.
Closest
Unless,
to the sun?
yeah, that's the
Huh?
smallest one. I think, unless they say, okay, good.
Oh,
It was Pluto, but Pluto's not a planet anymore.
Pluto's
Uh,
not a planet anymore?
no,
What happened to Pluto?
you know Neil deGrasse Tyson, the astrophysicist. He was
Okay.
on the committee, and they basically voted on the criteria for a planet, and Pluto is not a planet anymore.
Okay, thank you. He just destroyed my childhood anyways.
A lot of people are very upset with him. What chemical element is represented by the symbol Au on the periodic table? This one I know. I know it for a very random reason, though. I think I know it.
And you see I didn't like chemistry in high school.
Oh, I hated chemistry. Oh my God.
Like, but even science, any science related subject. No, I have no idea. What is it?
Gold.
Oh, oh,
Or
Romeo and Latin. Oh,
And this one I know because Albert Einstein, when he used to ask his colleagues or something for money, I think it was around the time when the Germans were, like before the Holocaust, when they were really squeezing kind of the Jewish population. So when he would write letters to other people for money or for funds or anything related to money, he would always write, "Do you have the AU?"
Oh,
So
okay.
like, so they wouldn't be able to read because they were reading all of his mail. Um, and just randomly, I remember that. So there
What
you go.
is the name of the iconic large limestone statue of a mythical creature with a lion's body and a human head? Oh, thank you.
Uh,
Um, and of course, now the name doesn't come to mind. I know I can see it, but Sphinx.
yes, I think that's it. Yep.
You know, Egypt was one of the biggest travel disappointment of all times for me.
I'm kind of not surprised. No offense to Egypt, but
Uh,
why?
I don't want to say Egypt. I want to say the pyramids and the Sphinx because you know the way they always show them on TV and documentaries and movies and stuff is that they are in the middle of nowhere. And instead, they're like very much like the Colosseum. You're literally like, oh, walking in the neighborhood. Oh, there's the pyramid. Oh, there's the pizza restaurant, you know, that kind of thing. And, you know, and it's the same with the Colosseum or the Pantheon or, you know, many other sites that we have in Italy. They are right in the center of town. And that's the case in Giza as well. So, you know, first of all, when I arrived, I was with Egyptians. I was visiting some local friends, and they took me. And even though I was with local friends, you know, all the vendors in the area decided to harass me, and they wouldn't let go of me at all. As in, so I visited the pyramids with people walking next to me, Coca-Cola, 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 horse, come. And eventually I was like, just take me out. And then the chaos, the traffic, you know, you're visiting this place that you think in your head is so remote and in the middle of nowhere. And instead you just have this traffic noise and you're like, right, which is exactly like the Colosseum. You know, the Colosseum is in the center of Rome. So, but I'm wondering if people that come visit Rome for the first time have an idea that the Colosseum is in the center of Rome, or if they picture it in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. Yeah, Egypt was one of those places that was a very difficult experience at first, and then it ended up being one of the best experiences for
Okay.
me.
Okay,
Uh,
for me, it went from to really bad to, well, at the moment, I have no desire of going back. Put it this
yeah,
way.
I will say though, I always feel like such a elitist when I say this, but I remember going to the pyramids, and you're right, they're like literally like you always see it from this angle with
Yeah,
the desert in the
the
back.
one we have here, right?
But there's literally like TGI Friday and Pizza Hut and all these things like right there. Like the Giza is right there. And I remember going up to the pyramids and thinking, man, they're really small. Like I thought they would be bigger. I was like, oh man, they're really little, you know. So I felt like a jerk.
I don't remember thinking that they were small, but I remember being overall not enthusiastic. You know, this is one of there have been very few travel disappointments in my life, and this is one. This was probably my very first one. And, you know, then I never got the hype of Bali, for example.
Hmm.
Never really understood. I would go back, you know, I would still go back. Never never got I think I had in my head very high expectations for Panama, and it ended up being I want to say a 90% disappointment in my experience. I would still go back, you know, but there are these kind of places that you go with a specific image in your mind, and then when you go there, you realize they're nothing like what you expected or what you imagined.
Yeah, I think the pyramids in Egypt in Luxor and Aswan are much nicer. Like if you're going to if you want to see pyramids, there's less people there usually. But yeah,
Well, as I've said, at the moment, I have, for other reasons that have nothing to do with tourism, I have no desire of going back to Egypt. But if I do, I would definitely go to Aswan and Luxor and visit those places too. Also ideally also Alexandria, but let's see
yeah,
what happens.
I actually met a great group of people there through an Italian blogger who happened to be there for a longer time and introduced me to a great group of Egyptian.
Who's the
Like
Italian blogger?
uh, Julia, do you know her? Photographer.
Cimarossi.
Yeah,
Really? You know Julia?
yeah. She had been in Egypt for. I didn't know you knew her. Yeah.
She was there for a long time. She was there from a long time. She actually, we collaborated before COVID. We collaborated quite a bit. She went on. I was invited to Namibia at some point, and I didn't have time to go, so I asked the company if they were interested in me sending somebody else to go in my place. And I asked her, and she went, and oh my gosh, she took amazing photographs.
Yeah.
Nice. She's a really nice girl.
Yeah, I basically was there the last couple of days that she was in Egypt, and she had been there for like a long time, like a long period of
Yeah,
time. So
yeah.
I went to her like going away party. Like she was like, "Oh, what are you doing? Like, do you want to come to this party?" And I met like a bunch of Egyptians there, a bunch. What's crazier than that? And then those guys and girls like literally like they treated me like family after that. The next 3 weeks I was in Egypt, they took me. I went to Alexandria to meet some readers. They took me all around. I mean, they were, and I was there right during the protests too. So I was there during the Arab Spring, and so
Oh,
like they would take me to the protests and explain what was going on. It was such a like that group of people who I'm still in contact with today. It was just a fantastic experience. Changed that and actually, I have another Egyptian friend from way back who was at that same party, but it was a big going away party. I didn't see him, but he was there too. So like we met up later. It was just like it's a small world, and so yeah, it was really fun. That changed my whole experience of my time in Egypt.
okay. So this was the last question.
Yeah.
So I have a question for you, and then I'll
Hmm.
have. Oh, you said you had surprises for me?
This was the surprise, the the cat questions.
Okay, I love it. I love it. I enjoyed it. I thought it was money.
Oh, money.
No, I'm sorry.
We can give away money. Yeah.
I'm obviously kidding. Then I have a question, and then I'm gonna have to go.
Sure.
Why do you have a picture of a stadium behind you? And what is it?
Oh,
Can I have a check?
so the stadium, I don't know. I just know that it's a copyright-free picture. So the stadium.
Oh, okay.
So the stadium is because I've been doing these live streams around the best city contest,
Oh, okay.
and so we've been talking about kind of the tournament as it's gone on. For
Okay.
those of you listening, you can still vote. You have a couple more days. There's only 2 cities left:
What are the
Hels-
two cities left?
Helsinki and Singapore.
Man, seriously? Like,
I,
with all the cities in the world, this to make the finals. Okay, can you give my vote to Singapore?
huh? I'll send you I'll send you the link, and I'll add a vote for Singapore. There you go.
There are many, many, many beautiful cities that I want to visit. Singapore is definitely one of them. But it's if you ask me about best cities in the world, it wouldn't be in my top 10, you know.
It,
So I would say, and then I'll say this, and then really I have to go. So, and in no particular order, just as they come to my mind, Cagliari, obviously,
mhm.
Rome, um, Tel Aviv, um, Istanbul. Istanbul is amazing. Paris, Um, Cape Town. Cape Town is stunning. New York. And I'm mentioning only the ones I've been to. I really liked Bangkok. What else? Athens. Loved Athens. And I have one more. I want to say Bologna in Italy. Bologna is
Well,
amazing.
a lot of those
Um,
were, a lot of those cities were in the tournament. So, um,
so between Bangkok and Chiang Mai won.
yeah,
Seriously, just
yeah,
raw with people.
yeah. So a lot of the cities were there, and we'll find out next week who wins. And the people who pick the city will win $1,000. So, good luck to the two people who nominated. I think Helsinki is the interesting one because
I heard good things about Helsinki. It's not. It's probably one of these up and coming destinations that takes you by surprise, and you never really hear much about Finland or, but it probably is an interesting place.
well, I don't want to keep you. I know you got to run. Thank you for joining me and us today. Was a lot of fun. Let
Yes.
everyone know where they can find you online, where they should check out.
They can find me on, I have two websites. One is called My Adventures Across the World, and you can find information about, well, all the places I have visited. And then I have a second site that is called Strictly Sardinia, and it's about my home region, my island. And I do have lots of guides on Strictly Sardinia. So if you ever do decide to visit Sardinia, you can, write, you can obviously check the site, entirely free. You can ask me for a consultancy, or you can download one of the guidebooks that I'm now writing, and they are, super budget friendly and super detailed. And well, thank you.
Thank you.
And we'll
Uh,
speak soon.
yeah, we'll talk soon. Let me. Oop, I lost you there. Okay, I won't keep you. Have a good day, and thanks for joining.
I
Bye.
have consultancies for people who want to visit Sardinia. I have two back to back, lots of questions.
All right, we will leave links so people should check it out. Go to Sardinia, everybody. It's
Yes, it's an amazing place. You should come.
yes.
Ciao.
Bye.
Ciao. Ciao.
Let's see. All right, everybody. I am now going to try to put myself back on the screen. Somehow he says, oh boy, Zoom is being difficult with me. I'm going to figure that out. Yeah, we'll hang around for a little bit more. I just want to give you an update on Best City. But first, let's do this. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Yeah, sorry about Pluto getting demoted. I feel like, I don't know, I feel sad for Pluto. Oh man, my hair looks so weird. Like the background cuts it out. A little extra pointy today. So yeah, so here's the best city, guys. We've got all of these cities here. We've got Helsinki, we've got Singapore left. So I want to check out, I want to let you know right now who is leading in the competition. Let me pull that up. If you haven't voted yet, let me put that in the, you can go ahead. I will leave a link right now where you can vote in the best city to visit travel tournament. It's going on right now. Also, if you haven't subscribed to my newsletter and you want to join the competition next year, like you want to enter a city and win a chance to win $1,000 or whatever I give away, I always try to give away more than I've given away in the past. So yeah, so if you want to do that, the first people that get the options are newsletter subscribers. And every year people ask me, how can I nominate a city, or I missed the nominations? So they always go out to the newsletter subscribers first. So let me paste that link there, as well. So if you want to make sure that you get to, you know, join in the fun, we also have the pool going as well. So I will do that again next year also. And I will leave a link to Claudia's sites also in the live stream, in the live chat there. And we're gonna find out what's going on. When I checked, like the first day that the voting was live, it was Singapore was winning by a lot. So we had a very strong Singapore lead. I'm now pulling it up. I'm gonna go into the championship. I'm gonna not put it on the screen because I don't want to give away any contact information or anything. And oh boy, Singapore has a strong lead. Like we're talking there in the 80 percentiles. Singapore has a very strong lead. Helsinki is not doing very well. So if you're a Finnish fan, you might want to go ahead and vote and leave them your votes because they're not doing too well. Also, let's pull up some stuff. Let's hang around for a little bit. I don't know if you guys want. I'm kind of having fun. So let's pull this up. I'm gonna. All right. So this is on Condé Nast. All right. All right. If you want to go to Finland, here you go. Let me shrink this window down. All right, so here we go. Finland is giving away a free trip. And I wanted to let you guys know about this because you can actually sign up right now to do this. So here we go. Finland giving away free trips to teach people how to be happy. Oh, isn't that cute? Finland's happiness plan. It's called Finding Your Inner Finn, the program held at the luxury resort Kuru in Finland's Lake District. Give you the opportunity to delve into the region's breathtaking natural beauty, indulge in impeccable food, music, and more. So if you want to go to Finland, you can apply like right now. You've got to do it right now. The only things you need to do, it's free to enter. You need to go to Visit Finland's website, and then you need to complete the social media challenge by creating content on Instagram or TikTok, explaining why you want to participate in the masterclass and what makes you believe you might secretly be a Finn. The post will need to be shared with the hashtags Find Your Inner Finn and Visit Finland. So to apply, you need to be over 18. You must be fluent in English. You must be outgoing and open-minded. You shouldn't represent any brands or be comfortable being filmed. Hey, it's tempting. Applications are open until April 2nd, till tomorrow. If you guys, any of you enter this, please send me your videos. I would just be really curious to see. I would love to look this up on Twitter, like see what kind of things people are posting, what the winning entry looks like, but do they have any pictures of the Kuru, let's see, Lake District, Finland's Lake District. Let's look up that. All right, so this is the place you would be going in Finland. Ooh, that's nice. Really nice. Oh, wait a minute. This is the 56 most beautiful lakes in the world. That doesn't count. Canada, Dead Sea. Let's find Finland, guys. Okay, so they're going to link to something about lakes, but not Atabad Lake. Ah, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Lake Atitlan, can confirm, beautiful place to go. Beautiful place. Let's see. I would add, well, it's kind of in a bad shape right now, but there's a salt lake in Turkey, Tuz Gölü. Oh man, they're not even showing it, so let's see. All right, let's see if we can find that real quick. What does that look like? let's see what the Finland's Lake District. All right, let's see what we got here. Finland Lakeland. All right. Well, this is a wiki page. Oh, this looks nice. That looks kind of nice. These photos aren't the best. All right, this is not selling me on the place. Finnish Lakeland. Okay, so this is in the center of the country. Finnish Lakeland. Visit Finland. Let's see, can we go to the Visit Finland's website? Visit Finland. Let's check this out. Happiest country in the world. Oh, okay, there we go. There we go. Yeah, now I see why you guys are so happy over there. Look at that. That's really nice. Ooh. Yes. Look at that, man. All right. Happiness. Find your inner Finn. Yeah, this is the contest. Hold on, let me make this bigger for you guys. Yeah. Find your inner Finn. Look at this. Okay, I mean, this is nice. Who wouldn't want to go here for free? They're gonna literally, so the Lakeland is here. Close to this is close to the Russian border? Sure, I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure it'll be fine. Yeah, let's see. I kind of want one of you guys to win and let me know what it's like. The Masterclass of Happiness. So they're literally going to teach you how they are happy. Like, I mean, look at this. A Masterclass Lakeland Region Resort in Finland. 4 days and a happiness coach. Ever dreamed of taking a crash course for a happy lifestyle in the world's happiest nation? Well, here it is, your chance to find your inner Finn. A 4-day intensive course in the middle of breathtakingly beautiful Finnish summer, hosted by established experts in various fields. It is a uniquely total, the Masterclass of Happiness is a total, unique in-person experience where you'll learn the methods of finding your inner Finn. Get ready for a whole lot of happiness. Yeah, man, this looks really cool. Oh, this looks nice. Look at that. Oh my gosh. All right. Luxury villa and a spa. Oh, love that drone shot. That's a nice drone shot. Yeah. Let's see what else. Yeah, I mean, we got to get one of you guys to win. Let's see. Look at all this stuff to do. Yeah, so you've got literally 1 day to enter this. It looks like right now that I'm going to Singapore at sometime this year because